How to retire early using index funds. Beginner's Guide. Did you know you could retire 10, maybe even 15 years earlier than most people without owning a business, winning the lottery, or working endless overtime? Sounds like clickbait, right? But it's 100% real. And it all comes down to one of the simplest investing tools ever created: index funds. These funds have quietly created more millionaires than almost any other type of investment. The best part? You don't need to be rich, you don't need to be a stock-picking genius, and you don't even need to spend hours watching the market. You just need a simple system and the discipline to stick with it. So, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can use index funds to retire early, whether you're 20, 30, or even 40 and just getting started. By the end, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to build wealth, create passive income, and achieve true financial freedom. Let's get into it. The truth about early retirement. Most people think retirement happens at 65, maybe later if life gets expensive. But here's the shocking truth. People who retire early aren't necessarily earning more. They're just making smarter financial moves earlier in life. The difference between someone who retires at 45 versus 65 often isn't income. It's compound growth. Let me tell you about Jake. Jake is a regular guy, works a 9-to-5, makes around $55,000 a year. At age 25, he decided to invest $500 a month into a simple S&P 500 index fund. He doesn't check the market every day. He doesn't try to trade. He just invests $500 every single month. By the time Jake hits 55, guess what? That consistent investing, combined with the average market return of around 8% per year, turns into over $1 million. That's the power of index funds. Jake didn't win big. He just let time and consistency do the work. Now, let's break down how that happens and how you can follow the same roadmap. Step 1. Understand what index funds actually are. Let's keep this simple. An index fund is like a big shopping basket that holds pieces of many different companies. Instead of buying one stock, you buy a small part of hundreds or even thousands. For example, the S&P 500 Index Fund owns shares of 500 of America's biggest companies: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and so on. So when you buy an S&P 500 Index Fund, you're not betting on one company. You're betting on the entire U.S. economy. And historically, that bet has been a pretty good one. Over the last century, the stock market has returned about 7% to 10% per year on average, even after inflation and market crashes. That means if you just stay invested and ride the wave, your wealth will grow over time, almost automatically. No need to predict the next Apple. No need to panic when prices drop. Just buy, hold, and chill. Now, if you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps the channel reach more people who want to learn how to take control of their money and retire early. Step 2. The magic of compound growth. If there's one concept that separates the wealthy from everyone else, it's this: compound growth. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." So what is it really? It's when your money starts making money. And then, that money makes even more money. Let's take another example. Sarah starts investing at 25. She puts $300 a month into an index fund earning 8% per year. She keeps going until age 65. At 65, Sarah has about $1.5 million. Now her friend Mike waits until 35 to start. He invests double what Sarah does, $600 a month. By 65, Mike ends up with about $900,000. Even though Mike invested more money, he ended up with less because he lost 10 years of compounding. That's the secret. The earlier you start, the less you need to invest to retire early. So don't wait for the perfect time. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today. Step 3. Pick the right index funds. Okay, now let's get practical. You know how powerful compounding is. But what exactly should you invest in? There are three main types of index funds that beginners should focus on. 1. S&P 500 Index Fund. This one tracks the 500 largest U.S. companies. It's simple, proven, and has decades of reliable growth behind it. 2. Total Stock Market Index Fund. This includes all publicly traded companies in the U.S., giving you even broader diversification. 3. International Index Fund. This one includes global companies outside the U.S., which helps you spread risk across different economies. If you want to keep it simple, you could just invest in an S&P 500 fund, like the one offered by Vanguard, VFIAX, or Fidelity, FXAIX. And if you want a bit more diversification, you can mix it up. 80% U.S. index funds, 20% international index funds. That's it. You don't need to be checking charts or predicting markets. You just need to stay consistent. Remember, simplicity wins in the long run. Step 4. Automate your investing. Here's where most people mess up. They have the knowledge. They even open the investment account. But then, they forget to actually invest regularly. That's why the next step is to automate everything. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck or bank account straight into your index fund every single month. This is called dollar cost averaging. It means you're buying more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high. Over time, it smooths out the ups and downs of the market. You'll never have to wonder, is now a good time to invest? Because the answer is always yes, as long as you're consistent. And the cool part? You'll start to forget that money was ever in your checking account. You won't even miss it. That's how real wealth is built quietly in the background. Just imagine if every time you got paid, 10–20% automatically went toward your financial freedom fund. How fast would your life change in 10 years? Step 5. Reinvest your dividends. Now, let's talk about one of the most underrated habits in investing. Reinvesting your dividends. Here's what happens. When the companies in your index fund make profits, they often pay out dividends to investors. That's basically free money, your share of the company's earnings. You could take that as cash. But if you're aiming to retire early, you should reinvest it. Why? Because those dividends buy you more shares, which then earn more dividends in the future. That's how your wealth starts compounding at lightning speed. Think of it like planting a tree. Every dividend you reinvest grows another branch that produces more fruit year after year. Over 20 or 30 years, this can add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your portfolio, just from reinvesting. So always check that your investment account is set to automatically reinvest dividends. Step 6. Keep costs low. Here's something most beginners don't realize. High fees can silently destroy your returns. Imagine two investors, both earning 8% a year before fees. Investor A pays just 0.04% in fees, which is typical for index funds. Investor B pays 1% a year in fees for a fancy managed fund. After 30 years, both invested $500 a month. Investor A ends up with about $745,000. Investor B? Only $574,000. That's $171,000 gone, just in fees. So when you're choosing your index fund, always look for ones with low expense ratios, ideally under 0.1%. Remember, the less you pay in fees, the more your money grows. Step 7. Stay calm during market crashes. This one's critical. If you invest long enough, you'll experience market crashes 2008, 2020, 2022, and there will be more. But here's the thing. The people who panic and sell always lose. The ones who stay calm and keep investing, they win. Let's go back to our friend Jake. When the market dropped 30% in 2020, Jake didn't freak out. He kept investing $500 a month. By 2023, his portfolio had not only recovered, but had grown even more. Because when stocks were cheap, he bought more shares, and those shares multiplied in value as the market recovered. The market has always bounced back, every single time in history. So the next time there's a dip, don't panic. See it for what it really is, a discount sale on your future wealth. Step 8. Calculate your freedom number. Now that you're investing regularly, how do you know when you can retire early? You need to know your freedom number, the amount of money that can generate enough passive income for you to live comfortably without working. A simple way to find it is using the 4% rule. Here's how it works. If you can live off $40,000 a year, divide that by 0.04, or 4%. That gives you $1 million. So if you have a $1 million investment portfolio, you can safely withdraw about 4% per year, $40,000, without running out of money. Of course, this number depends on your lifestyle, expenses, and goals. Some people can retire comfortably on $600,000. Others might need $1.5 million. The key is knowing your number and working backward. If you need $1 million to retire and your portfolio grows 8% per year, how much do you need to invest each month to reach that? You can use a free online compound interest calculator to map this out. Once you see that number, it suddenly feels real. Step 9. Adjust as you grow. The beauty of index fund investing is how flexible it is. You can start small, maybe $50 or $100 a month, and then increase your contributions as your income grows. As you get closer to your retirement goal, you'll also want to adjust your risk. In your early years, it's fine to stay 100% in stocks. But as you near your goal, consider shifting part of your portfolio to bond index funds or cash equivalents to protect against market volatility. It's like driving a car. When you're far from your destination, you can go full speed. But as you approach your exit, you slow down to avoid crashes. Same idea with investing. And when you do retire, you can start withdrawing money gradually while your investments continue to grow in the background. That's how people achieve sustainable early retirement. Step 10. Build the right mindset. Let's be honest. Building wealth isn't just about math. It's about mindset. You don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. You just need to believe that you can become one. The difference between those who retire early and those who don't isn't luck or talent. It's the ability to delay gratification and stay consistent. When everyone else is upgrading cars, buying designer stuff, or living paycheck to paycheck, you'll be quietly building your financial freedom. And one day, when they're still working 9-to-5 jobs at 60, you'll be traveling, spending time with your family, or working on what truly makes you happy. All because you made the decision to invest early and stay consistent. That's the mindset of financial freedom. Recap and final thoughts. Let's recap everything we've covered today. If you want to retire early using index funds, here's your roadmap. Understand index funds. They're simple, diversified, and powerful. Start investing early. Compounding does the heavy lifting. Pick low-cost index funds. The S&P 500 or Total Market Fund is perfect. Automate your investments. Set it and forget it. Reinvest your dividends. Let your money multiply faster. Stay calm during downturns. Buy more when others panic. 1. Know your freedom number. Work backward to plan your early retirement. Adjust your strategy as you grow. Reduce risk near your goal. Keep your mindset strong. Wealth is built by habits, not luck. You don't have to be born rich or work until you're old to retire comfortably. You just need a plan and the patience to stick with it. The earlier you start, the more freedom you'll gain later. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. It helps others discover this video. And if you're serious about mastering your money, building wealth, and achieving financial freedom, make sure to subscribe to Finance Compass. We post weekly videos breaking down personal finance and investing strategies, all designed to help you live life on your terms. Now, I want to hear from you. At what age do you want to retire? And what's your plan to make it happen? Drop your answer in the comments below. Because remember, financial freedom isn't a dream. With index funds, it's a strategy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next